Eket is the second largest city in Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. In 1967, Yakubu Gowon created 12 states. Eket became one of the 10 divisions in the then southeastern state. With the 1976 local government reforms, Eket became one of the then 301 local government areas in Nigeria. The name refers to the indigenous ethnic group of the religion and to their language. Eket is blessed with the rich and the inevitable cultural heritage. The city itself is an industrial city that has, in recent years, become a conurbation engulfing separate villages. It has a population of over 255,069, with entire urban areas which covers Okwon, Nsitubium, Idwa, Eket, and Eket, as a combined population of 304,489. The city has a stadium complex, an airstrip, as well as other infrastructures of importance. It also has a number of hotels such as Villa Marina, Royalty Apartments, Eden Hotels, La Imperial Hotel, etc. Being the second largest city in Akwa Ibom, the basic transport options attainable in Eket are taxis, bikes, and tricycles, which are popularly known as keke napeps. Among the three attainable transport options in Eket, bikes are usually available to transport people to their interior places or streets in the city. Many people use the bike for commercials. The use of bike is essential in Eket for everyday activities. Apart from the sound of the cockcrow in the morning, the sound of bikes and motorcycles follows suit. Movement and transportation has been essential for both commuters and motorcyclists in Eket until the recent restriction of commercial cyclists. The state government of Akwa Ibom State restricted the movement of cyclists between the hours of 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Let me start from the origin. What caused the ban of the motorcycles within the Eket division, within the Eket township? You know, you can't start without the meaning why the ban of motorcycles was being restricted. It's one, because that period we have experienced a high rate of crime within the Eket town. And most this crime was being perpetrated by Okada men. And you know, single-handedly, police has no such power to ban any motorcycle or any tricyclist within the town. So we liaise with the chief security officer, the local government, Frank Achibom. We liaise with him, and based on our monthly security meeting, we analyze the increment of the crime within the Eket, which has become a very sympathetic and a serious issue that needs to be tackled. Such crime include kidnapping, armed robbery, snatching of phone, handset, and raping some women, especially students like you. Many of them have become a victim of circumstance. So these are the reasons that when we sit down, we look into it, then we suggest to him that please, because we are approaching into the Eba month, and you know in Eba month, especially this period, always the crime rate is at increased side. So we approach him and give him such suggestion, which he talked with the Excellency, and the Excellency has the announcement of ban of motorcycles.
According to the state government, it is said that motorcycle or bike is used to carry out crimes like rape cases, kidnapping, and snatching of funds from commuters. And this is done within the hours of 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Definitely, the crime has drastically reduced. In fact, it's not even my opinion. As you are going around, I expect you to go and interview market women. As I just be neutral, don't be biased. Go and inquiry from individual within the town, especially the market women, those that has shops, and even some family men that you can able to select randomly within the town. Ask them, and they will tell you that the crime rate has drastically reduced, especially this period, because sometimes within month of, I think it was October, there was a night between 7 to 9. We have recorded about 4 snatching of handset, and girls were being raped along this Stadium Road and Hospital Road. Just a day, we recorded about 4 or 6 incidents. But for now, I believe I sleep well. I enjoy my sleeping without any thing. So it's drastically reproduced.
Every action has its advantages and disadvantages. Its effect and importance makes some of the motorcyclists to get their views and opinions on the ban of bikes from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. This is Mr. Joseph Inam lamenting on the bike ban and how it has affected him.
Mfrati bage gerero bike bo ya etremi yang moto wat o seni ban ya murwa fi moto go kono gi ban ege stop moto ko songar garwa e boy mi ban ra ko frefat e bo ya machine go wat machine ga avon ro gbe no woger ino gbe mo mari anga woger bon moto e ma be no mi anga wo ege ra ko songarwa o son e boy mi ban ko kono yo so ngbonje gere ba gere mi bo te ke favor Eket iba ni gere yin all city ba ban ngbonje gere to all city egbe bo te kan poke all city ro u kama gari what u song e bo te na mo song mi ba ba u song de gere bo te kenam e commission de gari ba now you go to Liverpool u song e my block arika o ranka u song e my block o gbobo iru ti o go fan ba se moto waza ira rom look at that place ira bono ari do wo bo ira bono so ngbonje gere ba gere bo te one company. There is no one company about it. So, when I to buy came then Mamia 6. Ibanurwa, it's a Google. So, when man is 10, no man has to go to at least 10 o'clock. Say, man, phone. And I knew so motor, and I remove your motor, Yaben, will make it out. So,
commuters, businessmen, and women expressed their anger on this new law in Eket.
Banning of the bike, I thought is foolishness to call the local government chairman who said he banning the bike. Banning the bike naked, there's no good road to ban the bike. You are banning the bike, you only think of yourself, you don't think about the masses. Because if you think about the masses, you remember there's old women around you people. And it's not supposed to be so.
Bike come here stop a lot of things. In open business, article business, can you know my business? Bro, we mess you know what to me. Can 6 o'clock. Hey man, what to me? The man bro will in the Tomoba and in the business, in the poor. So I'm at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, bro, we're 22 and you're in the business. It's a business, if you're there, you don't give me a hotel. I'm not going to say the people like you would take them pocket hotel. I'll be back a bike about 7 worker. They can't look at me, they stay capital. People will to buy investment in your cake. Second to that, I have been. They would need to get by. Same room what the government have been. The government has been security. They can have been. That we do to the bike. Get that time. At least there is 10 time of bike. It will run 10 o'clock. Keep us here. Can't move the camera and to move the leader. Can't stop Rogaba. I stop churches. Church cinema and Pombu Yoba. Can't stop Ninebo. Can't the other find on him. What is on in Nigeria today? The economy now Nigeria today. What is on a case? You don't even remember and get off they want to mean they don't get to the back with them. People now come away from it. The people they want to have you put them there, no over again. Boss of a case. But the government they is no coming up. Government of Bible. There's no one. They're not Eket. They are going to the back about 6 o'clock. They are going to 10 o'clock.
Go by again with this stop game and keep an idea. You run with the Yemo. At the M6 o'clock, when my young man, but the Uber. A time was there, the baby, even with the Pamupa. They buy the Roger Bigo for Iba. Then, the way night woman make it, we got game wide, but then the Ugarmi, young Gava. I did a good again, and I can make it a very block. A tabon, a my block, Erika Road, a block, Eka hospital, a block. It is the game as a stadium. I think in that game, I get there very young. I don't be in that area of it. No, that's any get the don't get one said, you can put the Jamaican boy, a government. Take him quiver, take it. Eddie National, they never agree. No, you agree back who fund the Kaba. A board giba, by giba, no way open a war. Jacob making quiver, that's all.
Go by get man against Tomame from the beginning. To Tomam and get the council, my customer body baragan and there. Number 1. Then Bishop Yimukan and there. Number 2. Attack from the Benanteri, Marbon Tiso, immediately. Don't run and get the upper bike and mass stop. I got the Baba, Mare Pablo, somewhere for Abo. So, the government, Eket, Fratibon, Bono, and I'm going to buy. Nobody back in the Kamisi, a Dimbo, and I'm going to bike make it. From 8 o'clock.
Why we choose 18? Because most of the crime rate committed between the hours of 1900 hours, that means I'm talking about the GMT, yes. That is from 7 p.m. Yes. to 10 p.m. And most of the crime is taking place within that period. And that's what leads to us to seek that if we can able to ban the motorcycles between this period, we believe the crime rate will reduce.
It's affecting the business so much. Most especially we have customers in the evening, after market, they will come to the shop and buy. But nowadays, we don't have much sales in the evening because when customers come, they will hurry up to go before it is time. So it's affecting us so much. People around here will not buy as people in other places and markets as normal. But now, we don't have much sales in the evening. Even in the daytime, because people will be out to struggle and come to the pharmacy and buy. And most of the time, patient in the hospital, he normally sells to those sick in the hospital. But nowadays, if somebody happens to have problem in the hospital, nurses are not entitled to come because of their transportation. There is no means of transportation because of this bike ban.
It affects me because in the night I normally close by 10, and when I close by 10 I trek before I can see bike. That means I do exercise on the night. Exercise I never wanted to exercise, but I do it unfortunately.
The topic of the bike recently has affected me in so many ways. I had a situation last year where my sister came back from Delta State and she was robbed because she didn't have a means of transportation back home. So actually it's affecting me because I can't attend a friend's birthday party, church programs, like even going, I don't know, so many things. The government should do something about this because it's not fair that stopping back by 6 and maybe if I am to come back from Uyo and I come to reach at 6, maybe the taxi had a problem in the road. It's bad because they rob people of their phones, their valuables because of this. So I would like to appeal to the government of Eket to do something about it. Maybe to stop it by 9 or 10 so that people can be able to cope as well. Not only me, my fellow students, pastors, a lot of people out there are crying, market women, a lot of people out there.
Some of my customers, they are complaining that they cannot come and eat again. They cannot come in the evening time due to the means of transport that they will pay and go home. So because of that, our business is not moving the way it's supposed to move. So I don't know whether it affects another person, but with me, and the thing affects me. I wanted to meet the chairman before this time and discuss all these things. I know some people also, this thing has been stopping them also. So I don't know if the government can do anything, something about this thing can help us, because our business is not moving the way it's supposed to move nowadays.
All this taxi job, normally it's not good sometimes, but they fit carry you and guys drop you at any place. But with bike, you can easily shout and people can easily help you. The thing is really affecting us.
You know, this law was being governed by the state government, and we are still waiting for the State House of Assembly to enact a law, because there is a ban of motorcycles in Uyo Metropolitan completely, and there is ban of motorcycle in Eket. Is it Eket? Please, sorry, Eket. Eket, they have the same issue with us, which their own has been banned before Eket, and their own is the same from 1800 hours to 600 hours. But now, for now, to be honest, we are still waiting. We have under a law that was being enacted with Eket axis, but we are now so far so good now. You know, by the time when we banned the motorcycle, that was end of September. Yeah. Then there is a fracas, but I will come to it when you ask question. Yeah. So, but presently we have about 220 something bikes was being impounded. So what we normally do, you know, these boys, if they are on the road, they will see police, they will abandon the motorcycle and run away. So for now, we have about 220, I think either 22 or 23 motorcycles so far being impounded. But we are still waiting for the further directive from the above. If there are general rules, they will not, is not exception to other category of people for now, because it's general ban for now. But with time, I know the state government will look into it and it will come. But for now, it's general ban, either Okada or any bike, even policemen. If just now an army officer came soliciting for the release of his bike, and I walked him out, if you can see him. So policemen, most of their vehicles too have been impounded. The high personality too, people like, we have some security men under the paramount ruler, about 3 of their bikes is here. The vice chairman of Isilom, is it Isru Bion? Isru Bion. She bought a brand new motorcycle for high purchase and it's here. So the law affects everybody.
I can't lie, since they stopped the bike, I don't even hear of collecting people's phone, collecting people's handbag, stealing from someone's shop and all those things.
No, it's not true, because I've heard some people and some customers coming here complaining that some guys robbed them during the transportation in the vehicle. They collected some bags. Yes, those buses we have, they collected handbags from.
They are very, very boring now. They are very, very boring. For somebody to come out and begin to spawn the road, waiting for taxi to take you home, it's boring. But at least bike is very, very sharp.
My name is Anthony. Me is a bike man, I drive. But something alright, he say the key person collect bike, collect money. Me say not like him. Me say not like him.
Yes, it's on the positive side, because it helped me to do my work easy. I can sleep well. You see, like yesterday, I was on patrol. So I was on patrol. I came back around 2 a.m., which now look at me just after 10 or 11, I'm in my office. So my work is very easy for me, because the crime rate has drastically reduced. So I really appreciate the decision of the government by banning the motorcycle because it helped in checkmating the crime control within Eket.
Affliction set in as the government of Eket banned the movement of motorcycle from 6 p.m. Oh, Ekadirong Fiawe. The elderly woman lamented with her arms folded in tears.
Bike stop if I'm in a tight set, you know, get to my young. I'm said, oh, you can go and pass it. Then moving through what I am for 8 o'clock night. And any stop bike, you can need yam forward. I mean, even maybe I bang about ni tonye mai e kautum tron e close get 6 a week I need this mo for in fact e sang to ugoro tonga ni biya wo ke kerem nyini mi bo fene tight etio mebo ya government sem kwa bang ko by ke stop kemi so that I can enam business ya can flow because ibanu rantum nyini si di nyamul wa iba menyam ba seneba menyam bubieba then you need to run do we I can't go saying anything one in them can I requing I hear about TT in maybe your government SM Koibanga Mumfunami keep flying in a tight TT was only a yard who could let taxi me again or get government yes and taxi yes I been a walk we could let taxi me so they came out in the middle of any no you know he might stop long throw he worried it is some can go, you know, and to me can, and you might if any talk to kick on so then I give fun, you know.
My own opinion is that you don't supposed to stop bike. This is a village, as far as I'm concerned. Eket is a local government. Despite moving around you people does not mean that it's a city. It's not a city where you can stop bike. Uyo are already developed, even though they are stopping bike in Uyo. Uyo is a city whereby it's a capital. Then here is a local government. You don't supposed to stop bike. Because even when you are walking on the road, when you are walking in the road, it's easy for these boys to snatch your phone and collect whatever you hold without wasting their time.
I say that maybe they should increase the time for us so that we can be able to go out and do something or the other for ourselves because we can make money for that.
Even the traders and infants were not left out. The ban of bike in Eket affects churches as their programs is being shifted from 6 p.m. to 3 p.m. and thereabout.
Actually, I think this started some months back.
Before the election?
Yes. After the election, it was after the election. I see it as a very difficult situation to the people in Eket. It has actually affected us seriously. Someone like me, I'm living at Oboridom. If you happen to know Oboridom, it's very far from here. It's about 101, 150 naira fare from church to the house. But once it is 6 o'clock, it is always a problem. And we happen to, you know, that some months back, we're having program from 6 down in the evening. That is when people are back from the church, or are back from the work. But because of this ban of bike, it has actually affected us in the church that we now decided to shift our program from 6, maybe probably 3 o'clock to 5. But the issue is, when once it is 6, we have the program has to elapse, and it's a very difficult task to us here in the church. It's seriously affecting us here in the church.
According to the state government, there are provisions made for transporters. Mrs. Esther said that minibuses will soon be available before next year, and it will go into the interior villages to pick people from their standpoint to their locations.